Welcome to Pod Me If You Can TV. Today's film is Stacey's Nights. Now, this film stars a young Kevin Costner in his first ever starring role. It was also known as Double Down, which explains why one of the theme songs of the movie is like Double Down. It was also known as The Touch, American video title, and Winning Streak in Britain, so they didn't know what to do with this film. Look, everyone has a talent, dreams do come true. Stacey has an incredible knack for blackjack, Lloyd, and once she joins up with Will, who's Kevin Costner's character, the two gamblers are on a non-stop roll, and soon the casino wants to even the odds. There's your blurb right there. She wins $580 in Reno, Nevada, and that does not impress Kevin Costner, who refers to it as bird seed, and he wants filet mignon. And he kinda helps her in exchange for a third of the action, because Stacey travels around with her drama teacher, which is pretty weird. Initially I thought that they were mother and daughter, but drama teacher, go figure. So she's kind of learning to do drama because she wants to portray a better image of herself, I guess, because she's really timid and really wimpy, and has trouble even getting them to hit me when she wants another card. So she's pretty terrible. No one ever introduces themselves in this movie as well, so you don't know names. It takes a while. I actually had to look up Kevin Costner's name halfway through the film because it was annoying me that we didn't know his character's name. He wears a hat in a casino, which last time I checked you can't do, so maybe it was different in 1983. He's a super rebel. They all touch their cards all the time, and in blackjack, I don't know if you've played it, Lloyd?
Yeah, I've played blackjack a couple of times.
Yeah, so obviously they're putting down two cards, you're trying to get to 21, that's the aim. But everybody holds their cards close to their chest in every scene, which is weird. And they all, there's a couple of scenes where people are trying to cheat, and so one guy's marking the cards with ink that he gets from behind his ear, because he's allowed to touch all the cards, which is weird. It's like the writers never ever played blackjack. But anyway, the casino surveillance is seriously old-fashioned, and there's a couple of shots I've provided for you, Lloyd, to put into this podcast just to show you just how terrible it looks like an editing room for the film, this film, the one this was made. Look, they move in with Kevin Costner's character, Will, and he's a complete stranger because he has all this knowledge of the casino. He gets a third of their money, which just really doesn't make any sense. You really have to suspend reality to make this film work. His way of making money is to take their time and be careful, which means walking away from, when you've got enough money sort of thing. So you can always kind of not draw too much attention to yourselves, which doesn't work because Stacey plays with intuition. She thinks she has a big hand coming and she keeps playing and she wins. She's more often than not right, which we learn there's a reason why she's always right. What do you think it is, Lloyd?
I don't know.
She has ESP.
Oh, gosh. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Look, there's a whole bunch of tension. That's why they move in together. There's a bunch of sexual tension between Will and Stacey, and they kiss a bunch of times, and, you can always cut away. You don't know what's going on. You assume that something happened off screen. But the casino boss wants to know how she's winning all the time, so he flies her, all expenses paid, out to Las Vegas to keep gambling at another one of his casinos, which is weird, so they can figure out the technique of how they're doing it. Anyway, she has ESP, but we learn this because Kevin Costner's character Will takes her to see this old man who's super old, and she goes, "How old is he?" And Kevin Costner says, "Old." And he is so good at gambling that the casinos pay him to stay away. Terrible. So pretty much he teaches her how to feel and guess and use her intuition to tell what the cards are, to the point where they get to this scene where he's flipping card after card after card after card, and she's going Jack, 10, Queen, 5, 2, 3, 7, and she's getting every single one right, 100% hit rate. But the issue with this is that even if she knew every card that was coming out with intuition, she still might not get dealt those cards. There's still luck involved in this. But that doesn't come into play. Okay, so they take a few $1,000s, I think it's $15,000 or $30,000, from the Las Vegas casino. And so guess what happens? Here come the spoilers, guys. If you don't want to know, turn off this now. The casino and the mob boss guy, whose name is something like Shecky Poole, he has Kevin Costner killed. and boom, he's dead an hour into the film.
Wow.
Yeah, they have this scene where he's fishing at in a sort of secluded area, and these goons start to follow him, and then it cuts away from the action, and they're nearby, just downstream. So his hat, which he's always wearing, just kind of floats downstream to her. Then the big conclusion of the film is that the revenge, they don't really mourn him very well, but anyway, the revenge is an Ocean's 11 style heist for the last 20 minutes, where they get a whole bunch of people. Guess what? They're Stacey's Knights. And they get a whole bunch of people, and they all count cards, and the drama teacher, older woman, seduces the mob boss to distract him for like 2 hours, which she says, we need 2 hours. So he gets distracted for long enough for them all to count cards and win a whole bunch of money. And the twist is, they obviously know her face, Stacey's face, so she has makeup on and looks like a guy.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so the whole thing, I'm basically explaining the whole movie now. They take $611,000, and the 5 or 6 random guys who all appear on the front of this case in the sort of roulette wheel graphic on there, look, they all get a very small role in the film. And it's pretty terrible. The acting is really bad in parts. It's 1983, so there's big hair, big sunglasses, big glasses even, big outfits. It's just, I don't know, it ages really badly. And it's the only interesting thing is it's Kevin Costner's first major role. He played an uncle and a something else small in TV movies before this, but this was his big break, right before he got to play a corpse in The Big Chill. Any questions, Lloyd?
No, it sounds like a very interesting movie, but they just didn't pull it off.
Yeah, it was trying to be a few different things. The ESP was a weird sort of twist. It's just like that. Yeah, that doesn't happen that way.
And no other actors in it of note? Just Kevin Costner?
No.
Okay.
Just Kevin Costner. She went on to do a few little things, but nothing serious. Her name was Andra Milian, or Milan?
Yep.
I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Anyway, director Jim Wilson went on to do more things, including I think he was producer with Dances with Wolves with Kevin Costner.
Yep.
Which we'll see if we can find some more Kevin Costner for this another time. Check out more of our podcasts at our YouTube channel, or find more of us at www.podmeifyoucan.com.